Let's see if I can do a demonstration for you on how to put the standard mill times into your work order to make it easy. So the first thing I'm going to do down here at the bottom, I'm going to call this my work order template. And I'm going to make a new sheet. I'm going to add a sheet over here for my standard times. And then I think if I come over here and if I copy it from this top corner, if I just did a Control C, and I come back here and I click this one, and I do a Control V, I think it puts everything in there. Let's see. There it is. Yep, and it did, maybe, no, I still need to do a little bit of work on my formatting. Okay, but there we go. So now these now are in here. Okay, they're in my same one. So I just took them out of my standard. I brought them over here. And those don't update automatically, but you know, that's the way it goes. Okay, and for some reason over here I have an extra line of those things. So let me just delete that row. There we go. So here we go. I've got these. Now those are in here for me to use. And there's a cool thing that in my operation, I can set up what's called a data validation. If I can find it, there it is, data validation that says, oh, where are you going to find these? So I'm going to select a data range that's actually over here. I'm going to go look out of all of those, and I can include farther on the list if I want to have some extra time. Okay, and it's a list from the range. There's my cell range criteria. I think that does it. Let's see if that works. Oh, no, I need to select my cell range. Data range is going to be that. There we go. And let's see if this should have been, I don't know why that's, let me try that again. I've done this before, believe it or not. So these are going to be data validation from pick this. And here we're going to pick these. There we go. That one did. Okay. So now when I come back over here, how cool is this? I can pick from a list really quickly. That's a really cool thing to be able to do in spreadsheets. So my first thing is to pull stock. And then I'm going to, and I can look here, yeah, then I'll do a setup on the mill or a setup on the saw, and then I'll do a saw cut. So this is really kind of cool. And then I'll do another setup on the mill, and I'll do in inches per minute because I know how many inches I'm going to go, and then I'll do the rest of that. Um, when I'm done with that, I'm going to clean the part, and then I'm going to inspect the part, and then I'm going to put it back to stock. Return to stock. Looks like I don't have return to stock in here. So I didn't have that one updated. Okay, let's see what happens if I come over here and do. I probably have to probably, and that's going to equal whatever my pull stock is. It's going to equal that. Go. And I probably now have to redo my range. So that's one of the weird things about this. Okay, it's a little bit of work to fix up when you have to do more. See, it's not in there. So I have to reset these so that the data validation now covers the longer range. Goes down to A14. Now when I come down here, there's return to stock. I've got it. That's kind of cool. Okay, and so this work order ID, that's really what I wanted to show you, how you could put your standard times in here and make them so that they pull off of these very, very quickly and easily. I could even have these done that same way, work center and ID. I could make another sheet for work centers so that they're there, and I could just make it a list really easily. I've got stock, I have shop, I have shipping, things like that. And so which one of these am I going to use when I come over here? I can do that same type of a thing. I can say data validation, and I'm going to go get it from my work center, and I'll give it a couple extra ones right now just to save. And so, and I need to copy those down. So that's from stock. Setup is in the shop. This is in the shop. This is in the shop. In the shop. The parts is in the shop. Now this might have its own place. I might actually have inspection in its own area. So now when I come in here, I've got inspection and back to stock. So these data validation setups are really nice when you're just trying to make something really quick. So I would like you to do something like this in your work orders, in at least one of them, just to show that you have this capability. Okay, I'll be looking for multiple tabs at the bottom. Okay, now just so you know, some people put those out here so that you can get to them and see them very easily, but I think this is a cool way to do it. Now, for these standard labor hours, there's all sorts of ways you can do that, and I'm going to show you another one in the next video using something called a lookup table.